Here are 3 tips for Nightmare 4 zombies that no one else will tell you. I was one of the first 300 people to beat this solo, and I used these tips to get my best time, which is around 40 minutes. And the final one is only for the biggest sweats. First off, stop buying the single cost blessings. The 3s, if you want them, you can get them, but 5s and 10s are your best bet. The 1-3 that you absolutely want to get is the damage mitigation. That being the damage received 2.5 and -5. Those 2 are more important than health, and the only thing that's going to save you in round 20 when you're going against the Shuwandas. Now, as for the reason why you never want to do the single ones, for example, on Blade for damage, 1 is 10%, 3 costs is 33, that's an extra 3%, 5 costs is 60, that's an extra 10%, and a 10 cost is 140, that's an extra 40% damage compared to buying 10 single costs. Next up, you need to learn the limitations of the blessings. Some blessings like damage, attack speed, and attack range, get them anytime you see a 5 or a 10. But there are some more niche ones, for example, the Sacrifice Sigil, where it gives you an Ankh. You only want to buy that one time. That Ankh is extremely valuable in the larger hordes, but the issue is it doesn't scale well because the more that you buy, it just gives you a higher chance. But you're already getting an Ankh every about 6 kills, and in the higher rounds, you're going against 600 zombies. You're already proccing it 100 times. You don't need to waste money on buying more than one. Another example for Blade is his Blade Dance, which increases the amount of time that you can do his spin. This one is really good for bosses, as the spin has really good DPS. You're not going to use a lot against hordes because it can get dangerous with the one-shots, but your goal with this one is you want to buy probably about 5, maybe a few more until you have 100% uptime. That means you use your spin, and by the time the spin is over, you have it up off cooldown again. As long as you have 100% uptime, you don't need to buy any more. It doesn't increase the speed of it, and it doesn't increase the damage. And finally, you should try the reroll tech. I actually didn't know about this when I cleared it solo for the first time, but I just did it right before this video, and I got a 41-minute run. What you want to do is jump into a fresh game and then reroll until you get the 140 damage. Once you do, you want to buy it and then immediately do the randomize. Now, what you're shooting for is the duplicate. The more duplicates, the better. And it's really important that you don't buy any other blessings. And you keep doing that reroll as long as you're hitting the duplicate. The instant that you get anything that gives you random cards, stop and then play as usual. I got lucky enough to get 2 duplicates in a row, but if you can hit the 5 or the 10 duplicates, that's 5 to 10, 140% right off the bat. And if you happen to have bad luck and you don't roll the 140 quickly, or you don't get the duplicate, or you don't get as many duplicates as you want, just restart the game. If this helped you out, send it to your homies.